claiming them. I always keep the I lowercase, and this is from Capitis Minima. I, a people of whatever territory you live in, but do not say the state of. Say, I, a people of Maine, or I, a people of New York. The woman known as, then give your name, John Doe. I've found the study and history of law to be of interest. In my studies, I, a people, have found that the people have all rights reserved for them, and that the citizens are subject to statutes that are not lawful. They do not follow natural, moral, and or organic law for the government to be governed by, such as the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution for the United States of America, and the Bill of Rights. I, a people, have come to the understanding that a person is a mask to play on the state, and I operate many masks. In effect, DMV driver, citizen, social security number, birth certificate, etc. I, a people, do so at my own free will and do not wish to give this property back to the state at this time, as these documents secure my property. But I, a people, am withdrawing consent for your society. So let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about ownership. The government created your DMV driver's license. They created your citizen. They created your social security number and birth certificate. They created all of these things, so they are actually the owner of them, and you operate these in society. These are your persons, and there is case law to say that you can operate a citizen when you want to operate a citizen and not operate a citizen when it's not convenient for you. So the government could keep this property, but you need it to secure your property. And as we talked about in the last video, that was John Locke's idea of the only reason to be in a civilized society is so that government can secure your property from other men. However, it is my will that I act as in the status of a people as a private person at all times, unless it benefits self to use my citizen. Example given, need of insurance. I, a people, will take full liability for any of my actions causing harm and or injury to my fellow man. Unless this occurs, I, a people, can govern myself accordingly. And what this is saying is that this is saying that you can be self-governing. You don't need the government to be there. Man, unless this occurs, I, a people, can govern myself accordingly. And what this is saying is that this is saying that you can be self-governing. You don't need the government to be there and take care of you like they describe in Title I, Chapter 1, Subsection 8 of the U.S. Code. You're not an infant. You don't need them to watch over you anymore, and you will take full responsibility for any of your actions. So when you're operating in the status of a people, in all of their case law and all of their legal writings, the people are the true sovereigns. So this is essentially saying that you're acting as a sovereign without using the word sovereign, because we all know there's plenty of case law out there that says sovereign citizens are terrorists. And you're acting in your private person at all times. Your body is always acting in a private capacity. And this is what you need to be able to use common law here in the United States. I, a people with all rights reserved, have come to the understanding that we, the people, are the only real, living, animate, imaginative, third-dimensional beings of thought in the practice of law. All other legal, lawful entities only exist in the second dimension on paper or in third-dimensional, not animate objects. Example given, buildings and properties. With this knowledge, I, a people, choose and require to be co-creator of my own artificial legal entity operating in the lawful world. If my understanding is wrong, please inform my persons in a comprehensible manner within 21 days. Sincerely, signature, and dated. You're going to need to send this in with the courts. You're going to need to file it with the courts and send it in to the Attorney General of your state and to the United States Attorney General. And this way you are informing the courts of your claim of rights and your notice of intent. Once you have filed your claim of rights and notice of intent with the court, they cannot deny knowing that you have claimed your rights. Remember, this should be just as much about informing jurors of how the courts operate as it is about suing the person or people that you are going after in the courtroom. Let's talk about this third paragraph for a second. I'm informing the courts that I know I am a people, and I am the only living, real, animate being of thought in the practice of law. Essentially what I'm telling them there is that I will write my own law, because in common law, I put my own case together as I was talking about.